We all finally together for the first time, and it's been 10 years. Sorry, I'm just so f***ing happy.
Ali, thank you so much for being here today because I have something very important that we need to talk about.
Okay.
Justice for Angela.
Ah, I love it. Let's go.
So, do people not like nice meals and pretty things?
You know what is so wild? When you go into a series and you have a character that is this complicated, she is complex, she's an emotional tornado. And when she's introduced on the show, you don't really know where it's going. Because Taylor has this magical way of kind of bringing something in and then catching you. And so he kept me on the FaceTimes, and then you see her emerge in kind of all her glory in the third episode, but then you really watch her break. And it's been really great to have all these episodes air and have the response from so many women, which has been incredible that they see it and they love the clothes and the jewelry, but they also really understand that this woman is almost like she's the reverse engineer of a trophy wife. Yeah. You know, she's going back to her roots and the man that she loves, and she likes to be sexy and she likes a good meal,
yes.
You know?
And then when he's like, I know you want to be appreciated, but you're not going to get that. I was like, and why not? And why not? My God.
Why not?
Right?
You studied up on how to make this stuff and plan these meals and cooked them up and everything. Had time to curl your hair and find your perfect mini skirt and your little apron and everything to be nice?
Yeah.
No, you did it to be appreciated, honey.
You know, Tommy and Angela me and Billy have such an interesting chemistry. And when we shot that scene at the end after Paella, it was just really kind of beautiful by the pool, you know, because he is showing me, a lot of the times Billy and I are saying one thing and we kind of have a different meaning behind it. And it's one of the ways we've kind of brought different levels in this material for us in our relationship, because we wanted it to feel so old, you know, like that it's that first love that you can never let go of, and that they see each other in a certain way. And he's really sweet in that scene.
You could throw a luau if you want to, I don't care. But you're gonna wear the grass skirt and the coconuts and play the ukulele. And the rest of us are gonna be sitting there eating and watching.
It does make me wonder. I was really bummed that we're not going to get to meet Victor at least this season.
I
right?
know.
Because I want the compare and contrast.
I think it would have to be a banger. Angela would have to have a banger.
Do you think she and Victor talked? Like, do you think he cared about what was going on in her brain?
Interesting. I do. I think that, you know, when you're with someone for so long, and one of the things about this show is that Angela's experienced the bust, and you really see the cost of oil to all these characters and all these people. And so, you know, she's this mother with these 2 young children and a husband who's selling her jewelry, lost everything deep in the bottle. And for her, her only option was this, and she did it in a way to take care of her family. And so going into it that way and knowing this about this character, I think that she was able to probably have a platonic, you know, kind of relationship and, you know, do what she needed to do to make sure that her children, you know, weren't on the side of the road.
We saw Ainsley talking to Ryder at the party, right?
Yes.
And she laid out what she thinks her life is going to be.
My husband is going to play quarterback in the NFL. My husband's going to make a lot of money that has to be sheltered from taxes, and a foundation is the best way to do that.
When I was talking with Michelle, I was like, oh my God, in the year of our Lord 2024, that is hard for me to hear, right?
Sure.
But then she was like, well, look at how she's come up and who her role models are and who her mom is. And so it made me wonder what you think Angela might think of hearing Ainsley lay it out that way.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it is so limiting, you know, the way people judge women still to this day. So they're gonna judge you if you don't have a master's degree and you're not gonna become like a physicist, and they're gonna judge you if you're someone who came up kind of the wrong side of the tracks, you know, and found a way to live a life and, you know, to open her life up. So for me, I mean, it's like, it's also just not realistic. You know, it's like there are all different kinds of women in our country, in this world. They should all be able to have the showcase that they want. And for Angela, I mean, I just think she's bold and emotional, but she loves hard and she loves her family, and that's enough. I'm here, baby.
We know that, honey. The whole hospital knows. I know you got a Xanax on you, so go out in the hallway and take it.
And maybe she doesn't have the best parenting skills, right? But for her and how she was raised and how she was brought up, that's what she knows. So I don't go in judging my characters. You go in and go on the journey with them.
But it does bring up, like, she and Ainsley have a very tight relationship, right? For better or worse.
Absolutely.
We saw in that dinner scene that she and Cooper do not, or at least it's not, we're not seeing it right now.
That's right. God, wash your hands. Oh, babe, take your boots off. And do we have time for Cooper to take a shower?
Hell, it's your show, honey.
I'm not gonna take a shower.
I would imagine that would sit heavy on her heart. Talk to me about what's going on inside her when he's giving her one-word answers and kind of
I think that's really challenging, and I think that one of the things that we'll continue to explore on this show is the family dynamic. And when we shot episode 5, Bolognese, you know, me and Michelle have just amazing, easy chemistry, and we kind of fall into these characters and we prepare and we do the work so that when we're on set, it feels like that. It's kind of like her mini-me. I think it's important to have that friction and that they've both chosen very different routes in life. Your sister's following in your footsteps, baby. She's going to Tech.
I'm sure all the sororities are beside themselves with joy.
Cooper, be nice.
Or maybe just don't speak for the rest of your life.
And when you think about Angela with Cooper, you know, just the fact that he showed up for this dinner and she's trying so hard to put her family back together. And this is the only way she knows how. And then it just goes terribly wrong, as family dinners do.
I love that you're referring to the episodes by the name of the stuff that Angela
Oh my
makes.
gosh, I know.
That's so good, right?
And then in our finale, we've got blueberry pancakes, one of my favorite scenes in the whole show.